We will get going. Some bridges. I wonder if these marches count for the step challenge. I'm sure they do. I don't know if my watch will pick them up. But I'm on a team too, so it should be fun. All right, well, in 15 seconds, we'll get started with our first thing of cardio. And this is going to be alternating, twisting, reverse lunge. All right, give yourself plenty of room. And we'll just step back and twist over the leg that's in front. Really get a nice core warm up here as well. Awesome. We'll march. Next one we'll do, again, to wake up the core, we're going to do trunk rotation. So just twist from side to side. A little quick with this one. All right, so twist. Make sure you keep your arms up too. All right, awesome job. We will march. All right, so starting with the lower body, we're going to do, this one's going to be a minute, and we're doing those deadlifts. So hamstring focused. All right, so this one we're gonna come down our legs until we feel stretch in the hamstrings, and then you'll squeeze the glutes as you come up. We're here for a minute. Keep that back nice and flat. More than halfway. Awesome job. All right, march. All right, and next one we're gonna do is that three-way hip. So we'll start with our right leg, 30 seconds each direction, break in between, and then we'll do the other leg. Move as I march to get some steps. All right, so let's go ahead. You can hold on to something if you need to, and we'll kick forward. All right, kick out from the side. Try not to kick anything if you can. All right, now kick backwards. All right, march it out. Then we'll do the other side. Other side, we can get going. All right, out to the side. Monday. All right, and now we'll kick back. All right, very good. So reverse up room again, then we'll march. We'll head back to cardio, and then we will keep going with some more lower body, just a few squats left. All right, reverse lunges first. You you're taking a nice step back. Awesome. Twisting truncal rotations are next. All right, here we go. Awesome job. All right. So 2 rounds of squats. We'll do 45 seconds each. First one's going to be a squat with kicks. Next one's going to be a squat with the punch up towards the ceiling. All right, so squat and kick. Fifteen more seconds. Awesome job. March for 30. And we'll do 45 seconds of those overhead squats. Okay. All right, so rack your hands. We're just gonna punch up. One fluid motion. Fifteen more seconds left. Awesome job. All right. Go back to cardio, and then we'll do a little bit of core. And then we got some upper body to do. Great, twisting reverse lunge. Once again, you can get going. Here we can march. Front rotations are next. Get some of those steps in while you can. All right. Truck rotations. Amazing job. All right. So first of all, we're going to be at a high plank angle under desk. Add a little bit of lower body with this core. We're just going to do some kickbacks. We'll do 30 seconds each leg. Gym break in between. All right, so let's get into that position. Make sure our core is nice and tight. I'm going to slightly bend the leg, and we're just going to kick back. Make sure core is the focus here. Immersion break. Plank, other leg. Amazing. All right. All right, last thing for core. We're gonna do that standing crunch. So it's gonna be another minute. We can do it. Last thing for core, and here we go. Way there. All right, amazing. Okay. So back to cardio, and then we'll finish up with just a little bit of upper body stuff. Okay. So I say reverse lunge. Yep. Great job. All right, torso twist. Here we go. Very good job. All right. So upper body. Gonna head to a high plank position again on their desk and just do some shoulder taps. You can either do that or at the wall, doesn't matter. Then we'll do some fist bicep curls. Both of those are gonna be 45 seconds. And then we'll end with the hug the world. Right, so high plank. Again here for 45 seconds. Nice tight core again. strong back, and we'll tap. So try not to rock back and forth if you can. Awesome. We'll march. All right, so this next one, we're squeezing our fists as tight as we can, and we're going to do like we're using a dumbbell bar or dumbbells. And this one again, 45 seconds. Try to maintain that tight grip as long as you can, okay? Try to maintain it throughout the whole 45 seconds. All right, so we can squeeze and do our curls. Barbell is the word I was looking for. About 30 more seconds. All right, and we'll march. All right, so just hug the world next. This one is going to be a minute long to finish the up, okay? All right, so nice wide arms, and we're gonna go left over right, right over left, and just do this for a minute. Halfway there, try not to let your arms drop. Awesome job. All right. So to slow things down, we're gonna march for a little bit. Now skip the last thing of cardio so we can get a good stretch in. Take a nice deep breaths. Okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do for our stretch, focus on our quads. Definitely hold on to something, desk, chair, whatever you have nearby. And we're just gonna go ahead and grab our ankle or foot and let that leg kind of hang loose. Feeling a nice stretch in the front there. Still deep breathing. All right, let that one go, and we can wrap the other leg. All right, you can let that one go as well. Next one we're going to do is going to be a calf stretch. So head on over to something you can put your toes up on, heels on the ground. Use my chair here. I'm just going to lean forward. Swallow out. All right. If it's too much stretch, just come out of it a little bit. Right, so let's switch it on up. Other leg. Right, slowly come out of that one. We're going to focus on our core now. So we're going to do that nice oblique side stretch. You can either use your arm, stretch on over that way, or I'm going to use my finger. You can just gently stretch it over the chair. All right, come on that. Swip it over to the other side. All right, come on to that. All right, very last one of the day. Either sit down and do the stretch, but we're doing that lat stretch. I'm just going to be walking around in circles. Like last year when I signed up for the step challenge, it wasn't as, I don't know, I feel like I could have done a lot better. So we're gonna prove something this year. All right, go ahead and switch. All right, and you can let that go, and that will do it for today.